Margaret Kovacs, who writes about, all that we can know for certain is our own experience. And so when you connect those two learnings together, intention and your own experience, your own connection to whatever it is that you're thinking about or talking about, you end up grounding it in a good way. And so land acknowledgements, for me, when people talk about sort of struggling with them, I always think about intention and position. And when people spend time understanding their genealogy of not only knowledge, but privilege, and can articulate it and approach it with intention, it hits a bit differently. I used to get invited to do land acknowledgements, but in those, and I've since stopped been invited to do land acknowledge precisely because of what I evoke, the emotional sort of responses in people. And we'll talk more about this later because that's sort of what drew us into this space. But the so people stopped inviting me precisely because of the em- emotions that would arise in settlers around guilt and blame and all of that. And then I think sort of the final piece is for me. I think now when people ask me to do land acknowledgements now, I think about like it's a process of reclamation. Like I was separated from my community of origin, the land that I belonged to as an infant. And the journey back to understanding my connection to space and place and people is a privilege that was taken from me. And so I have a right to do the work to reclaim it. But I also have the right to maybe not know, like to exist in this space of, I don't know. And I don't know why I don't feel connected to the land the way that everybody thinks and says I should be. I don't. And so, I'm okay to exist in the space of like complex personhood, the way that Eve talks about it, right? Like I can be full of contradictions and still be respectful, hold space for that. Then, yeah.